I felt like an asshole when I said that I loved Lindsay when I spoke at the service. I was on my way to loving her, but we'd really only been going out for a month, and the last part of that had been spring break, so I didn't get a chance to get to know her at all. I mean, I hardly knew that she was taking medication before she overdosed on it accidentally, but when her family asked me to make the drive out to Connecticut, to their home, I said yes. And when they asked me to speak about Lindsay when she was 4 feet away in the open casket, she was made up so well you could barely tell, but she had a bluish tint on her lips with a puffiness around her eyes. I said yes. And it seemed to be implied that we were in love. But when I got the news, I was at home. I was in my old bedroom. I sat on the edge of the bed. I was staring at this Albert Einstein poster that I plastered on the wall sometime in the 8th grade. His tongue's sticking out in it, and his eyes are wide. Very playful. And I just kept staring at it and thinking, maybe that's Dad's expression right now. You know, maybe he's laughing at me and laughing at how this all turned out, and I was staring at that and thinking that over and over and over again. And then I thought, that's a stupid thing to think. And when I told my mom, she was crying, and she kept hugging me and saying, I'm sorry, over and over again until the words blurred together. And my dad just put a hand on my shoulder and just kept it there for a while. But I went for a walk, and I smoked the second half of a joint. I told myself I wasn't going to smoke. And then Lindsay's parents called again, and then I was driving for 9 hours, and I pull into their gravel driveway, and I'm hugging them and telling them I love her. So I just say my piece and sit back down. I was sitting in the front row, facing directly in front of this photo they had of her. She looked a lot younger than the Lindsay I knew. Her face was a little rounder, but it was still her. She had that half-moon scar above her left eyebrow. It mirrored her right dimple when she smiled, and it was that smile that really got me. It was one of those things that made me think, maybe I really could love her, but in that frame, you know, plastic and laminated, it seemed like a total cliche. like she was the lead in a poorly cast teen drama, and that was her headshot. And after the funeral, I get in the car with Jim and Courtney, Lindsay's parents, and Jim leans over to me and he tells me that I can call him Dad if he wants. I say, thanks, Jim, and he just shrugs his shoulders, but I wish I would have said, give me a break. We hadn't dated for that long, and I'm a fucking college sophomore. But I just looked at my shoes. What do you say when the parents of your dead girlfriend tell you to stay the night? Is it A, you say, thanks, but no thanks. You'd rather take the 9-hour drive to have some time to think. B, say, oh, it's so embarrassing, but you're allergic to their cat and you'd be swallowed up in hives in the morning. C, the somber, pithy, I just need to be alone. Or D, all of the above, and somehow you still end up staying the night. So I stayed in the guest bedroom with those big windows overlooking the lawn, and it felt so weird to go to sleep. So I went into her room. I didn't want to wake anybody up, so I didn't turn the lights on. I just sat in her bed for a while. I was staring at this crack. It really reminded me of an esophagus for some strange reason. Going through her drawers, I picked through her dirty laundry. Gross, I know. But for some reason, it just makes me think that she's alive again. She's gonna run in and throw a sweaty shirt on top of the pile and just be haphazard and human and fucking alive, so I thought about the first time she spoke to me. It was outside a party. She asked me if I had a lighter. And before I could say no, she said, "I don't really care. I just wanted to talk to you." And the next morning, I'm driving home, and I'm fine. Seriously, I'm fine. But don't worry, I washed them. I don't even know why I took them. I just grabbed them right at the last second. And I don't know if this whole situation has changed me at all. But I think about it. I think about how well you really know somebody. How much can you know somebody at all? I mean, really know them. I haven't got a clue. But I do know that she needed to do her laundry. She probably put it off until the last possible acceptable moment, just like me. And I know that we all have to go through these inherently human moments, these bits of mundanity that are like universal prophecies. We fulfill them, unravel them, fulfill them again. Like washing your face, or brushing your hair, or doing your laundry.